The opportunity to travel this summer with a group from TCU and visit the cities of Barcelona and Madrid provided me a unique perspective and some fascinating insights about the country of Spain, its history, culture, and economy. Although quite different from the United States, Spain too is rich in history, culture, and also has thriving and diverse business environments. During our trip, we visited multiple types of businesses. The businesses we toured ranged from new technological startup companies like Barcelona Activa, Ubisoft Barcelona, and Leo Burnett to an 8th century old family owned winery known as the Cava Capital, which is one of the most famous cava producers in the world. A typical business day in Spain is much different as compared to the United States. For starters, the day does not begin until much later, usually around 10 a.m., followed by a later lunch break around 2 p.m. Some employees will then travel home for an afternoon siesta, also known as a nap in the US, and then will head back into work and stay until approximately 7 or 8 p.m. The dress code for business is much more casual and informal as well. Perhaps the most interesting and in-depth business visit I felt we experienced was our visit to the Leo Burnett office in Madrid to learn more about Spanish advertising. Tania, the director of digital marketing at the Madrid office, gave us great insight on how their company puts together their advertisement campaigns. We even watched arguably the most famous and successful campaign for the annual Christmas lottery titled Justino. Many companies in Spain will enter into the lottery together, and if they win, these businesses will split all of the winnings amongst each other. This advertisement was tremendously successful not only in Spain, but around the world. From a cultural standpoint, I learned a tremendous amount in spite of my short time in Spain. In Barcelona, it was easy to pick up on the fact that it appeared to be a home to a younger demographic of people. Barcelona was also home to a lot of Antonio Gaudi architecture, structures such as the La Sagrada Familia, Park Güell, and many others. You cannot travel in Barcelona without seeing one of his beautiful works. La Sagrada Familia is one of the most historic buildings in Barcelona. This Antonio Gaudi designed church, still under construction today, is filled with many sculptures on the exterior with different stages of the life of Christ. Gaudi, having died in the middle of its construction, was only able to complete about 20% of the entire church. Gaudi's design of the front section of the church is filled with statues depicting the birth and early life of Christ, while the back of the church was designed by a different architect and is comprised of more modern architecture and works of art that primarily portray the passion and crucifixion of Christ. The inside of the church is filled with stained glass windows that incorporate beautiful images and colors. Because the church is under construction, we are not able to see the main altar, but regular Sunday Mass still is offered. The church is set to be complete in 2026 and will reach a height of 170 meters, making this iconic landmark the tallest point in the city of Barcelona. The people of Spain are crazy about their soccer. During our time in both Barcelona and Madrid, we were able to visit arguably two of the best soccer clubs in the world, FC Barcelona and Real Madrid. Both stadiums feature a museum we toured, providing a detailed history of each club and a thorough inspection of the stadiums, including access to the playing field and team locker rooms. Playing each of each other twice for the El Clasico, these two clubs cannot stand each other. As you can see from our FC Barcelona loving fan Alejandro giving a not so nice gesture as we entered Real Madrid's home stadium, Alejandro wouldn't even take a picture with the Champions League trophy that Real Madrid won in 2016. It was awesome being able to see these two stadiums and get somewhat of a feel how passionate Spaniards are about their soccer. Having the opportunity to see a real-life bullfight was perhaps the most fascinating aspect of our trip. Bullfighting, though very controversial with animal rights activists, is still a huge part of the Spanish culture, and especially in Madrid, the capital city of the country. Because of its brutal and gruesome nature, the gory sport of bullfighting has become quite controversial with progressives today, and is outlawed in many places throughout Spain, including Barcelona. Given this will likely be my last opportunity to see a live bullfight before it is completely outlawed, I was very thankful I was able to experience this unique piece of Spanish culture. When examining purchasing power parity, I chose to compare 1-liter bottles of water. During my time in Spain, I purchased and consumed on average 2 1-liter bottles of water per day. The prices of these water bottles vary dramatically depending upon where I purchased them. The price ranges depended upon whether it was at a convenience store on the side of the street, in a restaurant, or in the hotel we were staying. I also found that prices were somewhat different in Barcelona and Madrid. I found the range of prices was from 60 cents in euros to €1.20. I bought the majority of these water bottles at convenience stores. In Barcelona, I was able to purchase the bottles for around 60 to 80 cents in euros, whereas in the capital of Madrid, prices were typically €1 or slightly more, like €1.20. With Madrid being the larger city and also attracting more tourism throughout the year, I believe the city is able to price their bottled water higher. This is There is also a high demand for water in Madrid during the summer months when the temperature can get up in the 80s, and Madrid does not have the benefit of the coastal breeze that Barcelona enjoys. Compared to the United States, a typical 1 liter bottle of water sells at a convenience store for about $1.25. When looking at the exchange rates during the time we were in Spain, $1 bought between 87 cents and 88 cents in euros. The purchasing power of $1 versus €1 was not at parity. Rather, it was a 12% to 13% discount to the euro. The power of pricing parity based on this information does not hold with respect to buying bottled water in a convenience store in Barcelona or Madrid as compared to in Fort Worth, Texas. Overall, this trip offered significant exposure to different kinds of businesses, including entrepreneurial startups, established privately held businesses, and government-backed businesses. I gained a true appreciation for the spirit and culture of these two remarkable cities and the people that call these places home. I am grateful for this opportunity and look forward to traveling back to Spain sometime soon.